All right, I am here with my beautiful client, Emily. Emily has
Hi.
been coaching with me. You have now gone through the entire program. You graduated from Magnetism, was it last week?
Last week, yeah,
Week?
believe it or not.
Yes, I know. And so we just thought it'd be so fun to come on here and talk a little bit about Emily's journey and what she's gone through over the last, it's been what, 4 months or something? 5 months, I think.
I think even longer, to be honest. I think I started Illuminate in June and it's now February.
Yeah. So it's been a journey. So to take you on the journey, let's go way back to before
Okay.
you were working with me. And what was your situation? And then how did you come to find me?
Well, my situation, I had just gotten through a breakup and I was living with my uncle in his basement. It was kind of like a rough time for me. And I just felt this pull of spirituality that I started kind of believing things I hadn't really ever thought about or believed before, and was exploring different like aspects of that. And then you came into my life, you did an angel reading, and you said that you taught women. And I was like, whatever you're doing, like I want a part of. And it just kind of clicked for me in that like knowing of like, okay, this is where I should be going and heading.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was like a feeling, huh? Like you kind of just had this feeling of like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even think you really even knew what I taught or what I was doing.
Yeah. I was just like,
Yeah.
you know, you do hair and I want hair, and you do this like amazing women coaching. And I am like at a place in my life where I bring that in. I felt it so strong.
Yeah. Were you nervous to take that leap? Or
I was extremely nervous. I knew it was an investment in myself.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh boy, am I ready for this investment? And I really had to think about it for a couple months. You know, I think I had a hair appointment with you or two. And after the second one, I was like, okay, you know, let's do it. Sign me up for your next one. I don't even want to like think about it. Like I'm in.
It almost like, this is like, it sounds funny, but it almost like haunts you. Like it's almost like your soul will not let it go. Like when you're being called to the next level of you, it's like this constant, like,
That's a great way to describe it. Yeah. It's like I just need whatever she's doing, and you kind of like radiate this energy, and I can't explain what it is, but it just drew me into where I wanted to learn what it was that you were teaching women, and I really didn't know a lot about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. So what happened during the coaching call? Like what was some of your biggest aha moments during the classes?
The books that you had us read, for sure. You started us off with one about daily gratitude, and as I started to reflect daily on gratitude and give thanks for simple things, I started feeling really good. I just was like I remember driving around on the freeway. Like I drive a lot for work. I'm in outside sales, and I was just like, I just feel really happy. Like something is just like feeding my soul
Mhm.
is a good way for me to describe it. Um, my relationship towards men changed drastically. There's this amazing book that you have us read, and I remember I was at the pool and I couldn't put it down. I read it in like 3 days, and I was just like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to know about this book. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't explain it, but it was just like one thing after another that was just giving my life more value. And not like, I don't know, like success of like, if you do A, B, or C, this will happen. It's like a core, like in my soul, in my spirit, enrichment.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love that you said that because it's like so much, because I educate on the masculine and the feminine, and so often it's confused of like not like to come back to your feminine energy can be considered like not being authentic. I'm like, it is your most authentic self,
Right.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
and then
I
you
really didn't know much about, you know, feminine and masculine. I was like, oh, well, I don't really know what that means. And so to be able to learn that was fascinating. And I became like, I need to know more. I need to know more. I need to read more. Another like aha moment is you have us do morning rituals,
Mm-hmm.
and like that to me changed my entire tone of the day in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
I dove right in and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this every day. And I did. And the results I got, everyone around me could tell. I remember going to the office one day, and I don't go to the office often, and everyone was like, what's different about you? Like, did you change your hair? Like,
Yeah.
did you lose weight? And I'm like, no, pretty sure I didn't. Like, I don't know.
You literally start radiating it. Like I call it becoming powerfully feminine from the inside out. And
Yeah.
they can't like they don't know, they can't put their finger on it, but they're like, something's different, something's shifted about you.
Yeah.
Feel it in your energy.
And I feel more engaged when I talk to people. Like, I'm looking at them more, I'm really listening more, and I'm more present. I'm not so much worried about living in the future or the past. It's like, well, here I am being present, and that's where life happens.
In this moment. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's talk a little bit about, because you had a lot of things I think shift in your dating experience. Do you care to hit on that? Like the difference in the men that you attracted before you worked with me and the men
Right.
you attract now. How has that changed?
So I am single, and I didn't really know what kind of man I was looking for. And being able to learn about men and the different stages of development they go through really gave me clarity on, oh, this is where he's at, and that's not where I'm at. And to pick up on clues on where they're at, and it's not good or bad, it's just this is where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Really, on dating websites or people wanting to set me up, knowing where the man is at just by reading, the books that you've given us, I was able to navigate if that's somebody that would be a good um, potential match for me. And
Mm-hmm.
you can weed out a lot more when you know that and you have clarity on what you're looking for. And I think having clarity on dating and what you want is like the first step into attracting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like, and so many people are afraid to, in the dating world, right? They're afraid to say exactly what they want and the direction they're taking their life. But that's exactly, that's how you start weeding out the people that aren't in alignment with what you want, right?
And
Yeah.
then you do, there's a whole week in the course on um, money and like your relationship with money. And since I have been really like, what is the word I'm looking for? Kind of consciously thinking about my relationship with money, I have brought in a lot more money in my life without really like going out of my way, changing jobs, this or that. With my job, they changed me from like a salary commission to 100% commission. And it's like the money I'm bringing in is so different than it was when I started Illuminate. And then a lot of other little things along the way. I get checks in the mail. I could, yeah, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But the week that you had us dive into money and attracting
Mm-hmm.
what you want to pull in, you start pulling in. So
Yeah.
here I am attracting the men that I want. I'm getting more money,
Yeah.
and I'm
And your
figuring
job
out who I am.
your
Yeah.
job didn't even change and you started to pull in more money. You're like, I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know how.
I
But
don't even know how. It's true.
yeah, but it just shifts everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that was funny because when it came to magnetizing what you wanted, money actually wasn't the first thing that you said,
Nope.
but it was just a side, because it is just a side effect to like learning about all of this stuff, right? So
Yeah. For me, it's like I want to find a good match for me in a man, right? I want to find someone who fulfills me. I fulfill them. And that was kind of my focus. And I have so much more clarity now because of going through your courses.
mm-hmm,
I'm a different person, like in the best possible way.
mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell, I can tell obviously like with your energy and how you show up, you're just like at ease, like you're at home within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have this now trust in the universe, I think, than you had previous to starting.
Yes.
So,
Yes. 100%.
Emily, would you recommend coaching with me in the future?
No,
No.
Yes, of course. I'm doing this video as a testimony of Jody really changed everything about my day-to-day, who I am on the inside, how I show up for myself and for my loved ones. And if you guys are at all thinking about this is something for you, I guarantee you, you will be changed afterwards. You will not be the same. And I mean that in like the best way that I don't think you can really understand unless you go through it. So yeah.
Life changing, right?
Life
It
changing.
literally changes your life and the way that you look at your life
Yep.
and yourself.
Yep.
Well, I love it. Thank you. Obviously, it was an honor of mine to have you in my classes and that you were committed to the process. Like, that's the biggest thing. I'm like, you have to be committed to yourself in the process. And Emily was. And so Emily got the results. And so,
Yeah.
again, thank you for being part of it and
Yes.
hopping on here. So,
Thank you for having this available to women. I think more people need to know about this and just get the word out there because it will change you. Yeah.
well, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll
Yeah.
wrap this up here, and
Okay.
I hope you guys all enjoy your day.
All right. Bye.